Well, hello there, my friends. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Ghurid Sultanate. I believe that's the correct name anyway. And this is a slave dynasty. In fact, it looks like that we are descended from actual slaves and have gone on to create our very own kind of dynasty here. It's absolutely incredible. Now, the Yildiz is, of course, going to be our faction leader here. He's just a general, but he is our current faction leader. I'm more focused with our heir Ali here. So I'm actually going to select him and see if I can't seek a wife for him almost immediately. It actually wouldn't be bad to have additional faction members. So you know what? At the same time, I might go for a seek wife. So we'll go for a seek wife for both of these guys. And we also want to make sure that we've got a pretty decent army right here. I still don't know who we want to attack first. I really just don't know enough about these sultanates to know what would make a good first target. I think we're going to kind of have to learn by trial and error, basically. So I'm thinking that maybe the southwestern area over here, Hormuz, looks like it could potentially be an area to attack. Let me just make sure that this is popping up. I believe it is. All right, nice. Very cool. So Para is our second city. I want to make sure that we actually have, you know, an empire that's going to be making an income here, that's actually going to be making a profit. So I'm looking over here at the Qanat network. This is really just about sanitation. Let's go to Zaranj. So we can make this a provincial capital. It is going to increase food consumption, but it's also, let's face it, going to greatly improve our income over time. Yeah, we're going to take the plunge here. It's very expensive, but I am going to take the plunge. And I'm also going to be focusing on the windmill here, because since we are in a desert region, we're in eastern Iran, we want to make sure to, well, pretty much remain as well-fed as possible. Now, if we were in central or western Iran, there's actually an abundance of food over there. However, we're not. We're in a pretty tough region. The Khwarizmian Empire to our west seems pretty terrifying, let's face it, and it looks like we are on the very western edge of the map, so I think we're gonna have to go for Hormuz. We don't really have much of a choice, and let's just end the turn right there. We've already locked in our purchase. Just for a provincial governor, we'll make Ali here the provincial governor. For Sistan, I don't believe we can actually get a governor there yet. We're gonna have to wait a bit. Target. I think we're going to have to pretty. Okay, so here we go. We've got a bride. I will take her hand. And a noble marriage for Yildiz. This will be important, of course, later on. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and start heading southwards. Hold on one second, guys. Just want to make sure that everybody can see the stream. All right, there we go. So we're going to head southwest. I do think we need some additional troops, but we've got to be careful because building that city is actually going to cost us food-wise. And that could eventually, we could just not have enough to keep these guys alive. So let me get some Ghori infantry. This is an early sort of sword infantry for Iran. I think, though, what we're going to have to focus on are these mounted horse archers and just our cavalry in general. We have some of the finest cavalry, specifically elephant cavalry in the world. Horse cavalry is also quite good, but now that we're building these armies, I'm going to have to potentially go for a little bit of a cheaper build while we undergo our conquest. Keep in mind, we are the easternmost province on the map right now. There's just nothing farther east of us, and our only option is going to be to pretty much break through the Khwarizmian Empire or go to Hormuz, maybe get across the water here and start taking on these other Shahdoms, etc. I think it's the only way we're going to get out of here. So let's take a look. The Caliph's chosen. Nafta throwers. Now, this is a fascinating unit. This guy can actually throw a flaming ball, essentially, of... I think it's of tar or something. I don't care what it is. I'd love to have this guy come along, although he's very expensive, and we also have quite a lot of missile units. I'm going to have to say no and get some Afghan spearmen instead. I'll even get a Tajik levy since it's a little less expensive and it'll let us save some funds. It's going to take us a while to get the proper army going, but I want to have the proper army going so that when we start conquering, we're not going to have to go back on any particular conquests. Do want to take a look at the diplomacy here just to see what our status with the Khwarezmian Empire is. Let's take a look at the Diplo here. Not good. The Abbasid Caliphate has much better status with us. Khwarezmian Empire, 6. And the Sayurgid Atibagit, this is what we want to take over, unfortunately, for them. So I think it's time to, pretty soon here, we'll start moving. We're about to get that unit. We can assign a provisional governor here for Sistan, and we can also go ahead and pass an edict in this province. Let's settle the tribes. This not only increases income, but also increases the growth of our faction population, which I think is extremely important with a faction that's pretty tough to play, like the Ghurids. So here we go. Hello, Baram Farouk. How you doing, man? Yeah, he says. Very cool, man. I am glad you like it. We haven't, I think we did it for Crusader Kings 2, like we had a series with an Islamic Sultanate, but I don't think we've ever done it in Medieval Kingdoms 1212. And, I was kind of looking through all of the different sultanates I could have. A lot of them were like really OP, really strong, but I felt like the Ghurids are the most fascinating because these guys, for anybody that's not aware, these guys come from Eastern Iran, and they have a background or a past as slaves to previous shahs and sultans and things like this. And they've kind of gone off and managed to create their very own sultanate now, under, in this case, Yildiz. But the actual family is the family of Ali, and they are the ones that have this sultanate. I'm not sure if it's that Ali. It may be. But either way, he is currently kind of the most important person in our faction. That's why we actually got him a wife, and we essentially just want him to procreate so we get more and more faction members here. Let me just I'm just going to jump over here quickly, guys, to my YouTube page, because for some reason on the stream chat, I'm getting a different view than I am on my actual phone. Not a surprise, really. All right, there we go. Yeah, that makes more sense. All right, guys, so we are very soon going to be getting into some wars. Like I said, I just want to make sure we have the proper army first, and the second we actually get this city upgraded, we're currently upgrading it, the price of this army is also going to go up. So I think I want to get some Gori infantry. I'd love to get an additional unit of spearmen. So you know what? I'm actually going to do this. I'm just going to start moving the army now. And let's see if this is one of the factions, because some factions in 1212 can buy mercenaries, some cannot. So I guess we can, but we don't currently have any. All right, fair enough. Let's end the turn. And if anybody has any recommendations as to how to approach the Khwarezmian Empire here to the west, let me know. But right now, Hormuz is the thing I've got my eyes on. So I think I'm gonna get some. Okay. Beautiful. So just being in the desert there, look at that. Just being in the desert a day, we actually took some damage. So moving across this particular empire is going to be interesting, to say the least. However, this turn we can finally invest in not just Gori infantry, but an Afghan spearman to make our levy even stronger. So let's do that. And it looks like Ali has an unassigned skill. I want his authority to increase, but I also want him to be a pretty good commander here. So let's do this. This boosts his command authority as well as just general command. Oh yeah, sorry about that. I got rid of it. I had the phone play. They got beaten by the Mongol invaders, says Baram Farouk Aziz. I did not know that. That is awesome. So we might end up having the Mongols on our backs. The fact is, in Medieval Kingdoms 1212, and I believe in Medieval Total War period, this is the easternmost empire. This is as far east as you can go. But that is insane. The Mongols, man. They have such beautiful cities here in the east, too. We've got oases over here in the west. there's a huge misconception, and I want to make sure people understand that Iran is like a desert country. That's not at all the case. It's actually quite fertile. However, eastern Iran, where we are right now, is quite desertified, and I think it's mostly because it's kind of like high up here, but this is all desert. This part, however, should all be very fertile. Let's see, Para. Yeah, we're still gonna wait for those 2 units to get into the army, and then we shall begin our attacks. I'm gonna have to save here, but the fact is, if this fails, our empire fails. This is a hard start. It's an isolated start as well. So we really need to break out through Hormuz, and the downfall of other kingdoms are going to lead to the rise of our own. And unfortunately, they're also going to have to be Islamic kingdoms. We have no option. We're going to have to attack here. MOBA channel, how you doing? Thank you for the heart. Many thanks. I also want to take this moment to thank our newest channel member. I believe he's Anthony Jones. All of our channel members are extremely helpful, you know, actually joining and paying a monthly fee to help us out. It really just is a huge deal. So a special thanks again to Anthony Jones. Ezekiel Lupo, how you doing, man? All right, I think we're going to try and hit Hormuz. Guys, wish us luck, and let's hope that they don't have any defenders. They've got the Khwarazmian Empire defending them, guaranteeing them. This could end really bad. They are joined by them. We're just going to see what happens. We might as well. Let's go for it. We're going for Hormuz. And we can actually attack the city right away. Oh, no, we have to wait at least 1 turn. Let's do that.
We take this settlement.
I hate not having a secondary army over here, but what we could do, we could take Hormuz, then go north to Kerman, go north to Yazd. We could actually end up biting a chunk out of the other empire here if we do it right. But I'm not sure we can. I'm gonna do my best here, guys. Boosting his authority as much as possible. Just need to make sure that we've got some stability within the actual empire here. Getting along. We're here trying to win as the Ghurid. Let's see how quickly the Khwarazmians attack us. This should be like a super easy win. I'm not even gonna put you guys through that fight. Just way too easy. Boom. Loot and occupy, sack, or simply occupy. I am going to simply occupy. So I'm going to try to be the benevolent leader here. And as soon as I get the chance, I want to start heading north to Kerman. Now that we've got a little bit of money, I'm really tempted to raise a general in one of these cities. Particularly the city of Zaranj. Yeah, I'm going to raise a general. Iskender. Look at his influence. His influence is insane. I don't want this guy to die in battle. So instead, I think I will put Muhammad, raise an army here with him. Hopefully, he can defend this area fairly well. But again, it's just a single general. So, you know, generally, there's not much you can do for a single general here. Yildiz, we want to make an extremely strong commander. Oh, recruitment cost -10. Okay, that would have helped initially. I guess I'll take it now. And we shall give Hormuz their new governor. We can actually, ultimately, we can convert this city. For now, we're not going to. We could also dismantle or repair. I think I'm going to repair over time. So let's end the turn. Yeah, I don't want to issue anything in that province. Welcome, everybody. Make sure to hit that like button, and it's good to see you. I should have actually done this stream last night, but had to do a few things, so I do apologize for kind of showing up late here. Defamation. An unscrupulous rival has spread foul rumors about a member of your family. How much control do we have, first of all? 34, I believe. No, this is age. Influence is 109. I'm going to ignore. I think, yeah, 53% in terms of current power. And oh my goodness, Farouk had mentioned this initially. He said we might have problems with the Mongols. Maybe this is why it's a hard start, because the Mongols are potentially going to be attacking us from the east, guys. I am going to continue attacking the Khwarazmian Empire. I'll save right here. Since we've already attacked, we might as well just keep on going. Save succeeded. All right, here we go.
Ready for orders.
Let's go to Kerman.
Ready for further orders.
All right, once again, seems like a fairly easy fight, although this one I will fight, because when it's like a third, it's 2/3 in our favor, but a third in the enemy's favor, I still do not necessarily trust the AI to do a good enough job. So let's end the siege, first of all. Yeah, it's too early to be improving that city whatsoever. Well, let's just end turn.
We shall put aside swords and draw the bow.
All right, the Zagwes, and these are actually Coptic Christians from North Africa, have decided to declare war on us. Man, we can't get a break. The Mongols want to attack us. The Catholics want to attack us. Everybody wants to attack us.
Take this subsidy.
Wow, a peace treaty, guys, from the Salgurids. And they're offering us 1,500. I absolutely will accept.
Your heart and love for you.
The Holy Bible may preach peace, but when it is Christendom itself that is threatened, then it is every Christian's duty to defend.
How you doing, Eric? Good to see you, buddy.
His Holiness the Pope has called a crusade to reclaim the Holy Lands from the infidel, who would deny Christian pilgrims their right to visit the holy places. It is time for the armies of Christendom to put aside their differences and unite under one banner, the sign of the cross, and give back God's children what is rightfully theirs, or die trying.
All right, we're going to have to help defend Cairo, although it's pretty far from where we currently are. Well, not too far, really. We'd have to cross all the way over here. But nonetheless, of course, we are fellow Muslims, so we need to try and assist them if we can. However, we have an excuse. We're at war with multiple kingdoms. We're about to be attacked by the Mongols. I don't think we can have, or I don't think we can help the Egyptians defend against the Crusades this time. Maybe later. But for now, we are going to attack the city of Kerman. Let's go ahead. This one we're actually going to fight on the battlefield. I want to see these forces. Thank you. Dawn of War. How you doing, buddy? And again, a special thank you to our members, the newest one being Anthony Jones. Awesome folks. I really, really appreciate it, guys. It is, yeah. They took the video from Medieval Total War for that video, I think. Let's also see the speech that Yildiz gives before going into battle. See, because we're going to be able to take a lot of territory before the Mongols arrive. Maybe there's some way we could solidify our existing territory. Who knows? We're going to try to make the best of it, basically. We are in a very tough spot. However, for Kerman, guys, I think this city is going to have to be sacked. There's no other way I can pay for that other army, and we definitely need more than one army if we're going to be facing Mongols as well as other Islamic factions and Christian factions too. Thanks so much, man. That always helps too. Hitting like, commenting, I mean, that really does make a big difference as well. I don't think people really understand the importance of comments, but it's kind of a must on YouTube. Oh, wow. Okay. Beautiful. Oh, my God. First of all, we just have to look at this city. This is beautiful. Look at this, guys. Because Medieval Kingdoms 1212 doesn't just improve the actual units, it improves city architecture quite significantly. Of course, these are old Persian structures, if I'm not mistaken, or old Mesopotamian structures, even, if I'm not mistaken. This is really the ancient of the ancient, let's say. Let's start the deployment here, folks. And I do want to listen to Yilzid's speech.
First over the wall, they shall receive the greatest reward. They and their company will have the choice of spoils, be granted the honors of conquerors, and be celebrated above all others. Make ready.
Not a man of few words. A man of few words. Let's say that. Gilzid is a man of few words. Not Gilzid. Yilzid is a man of few words. All right, let's push forward, guys. This is our first time doing a siege as an Islamic faction, and I really want to see how they fight up on the walls. Particularly these guys, man. These guys look awesome. The Ghuri infantry. That's their name. I'm not making it up. They're called the Ghuri infantry, but with an H. And an I instead of a Y, so not that kind of gory, although I'm sure things are about to get pretty damn gory. You know what? These are archers, not crossbowmen. We can support our troops. Let's push. Hello, Eric. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, Eric knows what's coming. So basically, one of the negative aspects among many playing as the Ghurids, I think it's probably one of the toughest Islamic factions to play as, is that we are basically the Mongols' first target. Farouk actually told us that initially, which I didn't know, and now it's been confirmed by the in-game message saying basically the Mongols are eyeing our territory. So let's drop that, and we just need to try and grab as much territory as possible, maybe make some allies as well, because I don't think we win this by ourselves. But we can beat these early enemies, I think. Not easily, but we can certainly beat them. Let's see how our archers are doing. Yalla. I love the way they look, though. The like right now, the Ghurids just look so cool. Then again, Medieval Kingdoms 1212 does do a great job with all of the factions. But for those of you just arriving, I think another thing I find fascinating about this faction is their history. You know, this faction historically used to be slaves. You know, essentially they were descended from slaves of older sultans, older emirs, etc., and they've gone on to become quite powerful. You know, often sultans would give slaves their I think in this case janissaries, they would give them control of entire armies, and this happened in multiple places, not just, you know, Islamic factions, but or Islamic areas, but places all around the world. And often these guys would take control for themselves, and certainly that's the case for the Ghurids here, creating their very own dynasty. Here we go. Oh, that's not going to do much against them, Eric. They're not too concerned. In fact, it's a bit of a misconception that Mongols are all just horse archers. They've got a lot of combat troops, a lot of close combat troops there. All right, Junior Gulaman hitting us. We got to get there with the spearmen so that they don't flank our current Mutawa units. Here we go. I say migrate, says Dawn of War. That's kind of what we're doing. So we're basically attacking the empire next to us, trying to steal their lands. And that way, when the Mongols get to our initial lands, it's kind of like we're playing FTL and Medieval Kingdoms at the same time. We're just trying to move as far away from the Mongol horde as we can. All right, let's take our Ghuri infantry. Here we go. Now, they did manage to actually get a ladder on fire. I don't like that, but our guys are out there. They're fighting now. All right, here we go. We need some of our Muslim subs to give us some good battle cries. Because inshallah, I think everybody knows. So we've got to come up with something original for the Ghurids. The slaves. No crossbows in this faction. ... And actually, I'm glad because we couldn't really get over the walls with any crossbow shots. With our archers, however, we can. And look at that. We're breaking the first wave. More Gaudy infantry going over. It's an absolute bloodbath here. And look at that beautiful armor, man. It's like teal armor. That's going to end up being what we're essentially stealing from them because we are going to sack this city. Let's go ahead and wipe out that cavalry before it becomes a problem. Yes, powerful light cavalry. And yeah, and sword units. I think it was that series, and I know it's not good to learn historical facts from television series, but it was that series Marco Polo that kind of got me researching it and finding out that like Mongol battle formations were actually very similar. I wouldn't say like to European formations, but there was like 50% bows, 50% spears, swords, etc. You know, it wasn't all just bows, just horse archers. That wouldn't work. That would work only for like a few battles. And then your enemy would figure out a way to kind of overcome it. So we're going to try and flank them. Send these guys, the spearmen, flank them. And we'll try to get in behind the enemy here. I'm also just going to take one of our units to stand by the tower so that we could capture this area. But I believe this city is as good as ours. Salty Dodger, how you doing, mate? Good to see you, man. So it is based on medieval Total War, but the guys for Medieval Kingdoms, and you're absolutely right, it's beautiful. And in fact, I've got to show Salty here. Like, just look at the city. Like, even the architecture is improved. And you could just see how absolutely wonderful this is, how it looks like a real city. It's not like you just have, like, this is the forum, this is the people's neighborhoods. It's like you've got the actual masjid here, and you've got, like, buildings next to it, houses next to it. I just love it. I just think it's, like, it's a huge aesthetic boost over Attila. Attila is the game that we use as the engine. Which is weird, because I guess Attila is one of the more ignored Total Wars, but I think it's beautiful. It's a lot of untapped potential here. Here we go, boys. And girls, I'm sorry, and girls. Let's get behind them here. I don't want to give them any chance of an escape. Inshallah. Oh, they're done. They're finished. The enemy's tower has been destroyed. Collapsed to the very ground, guys. At this point, we're just massacring anybody trying to escape here. Let's charge in. Eric says attack. Absolutely. In this case, the best thing to do is attack. And really just make the most of this particular victory down here, and then we'll move into the center of town. The sieges, as you guys have probably noticed, take a bit longer in this mod, but that's the realism aspect of it. Wonder if we should bring our general in. I'm still worried about enemy archers hitting us, but come on, he's gotta make himself useful here. Yilzid. Speaking of horse archers, we're about to get our horse archers on the map here. And look at that. The enemy is fleeing in terror. In fact, I'm going to switch over to melee just to stop the enemy here from running away. I got to say, though, the guys we're facing have the most beautiful armor of any of the Islamic factions, I think. They've just got this, like, teal blue. It's really, really pretty. Oh, Ezekiel says one similar mod for Rome 2 is 1100 AD. I haven't tried that one yet. Gotta check that out. All right, guys, here we go. Enough slaughter. Let's make it to the center of the city, to the olive groves. Actually, we'll keep my general back for this. I don't want him getting shot down. in the center of the city, and I am going to take one of my spear units and just kind of stop him there at the tower, because it's going to be shooting at us the entire time. Let's have a look at the casualties here. Man, some really nice armor, though, or really nice clothing, I should say. Now, what's great is that the creators of this mod, if you play as the European factions, it was much more difficult for them to get silks this wonderful, because of course they were much farther from the Silk Road. Over here you've got these beautiful silk garments. Everybody's got different colored stuff. I just love the detail, man. That is really, really awesome. Oh, we got 15 viewers. My goodness. How's it going, folks? Thank you for stopping by. Here it goes. Oh, sent one of the cavalry a little too close. That was my fault. Fire! Yeah, they're gonna have to back up a bit. I was wondering if we should put them in skirmish mode, because the enemy is charging. Yeah, let's just run back here. We're about to actually receive their charge anyway, but I will keep one of the spearmen here to take this location. Gives us a little bit of a combat boost. Put an end to this, men. See, just look at these Balaban units. Look at the helmets that the enemy faction has. Absolutely beautiful, man. Yeah, we're going to show mercy, but we are going to sack this settlement. We need the money. It's absolutely packed with wealth. I mean, just look at the color of everything. This place is full of money, so we are going to sack it for sure. I will, however, let it remain standing. And maybe we'll try and bring some of these warriors into our own army. That is a victory, guys. A wonderful victory for the Ghurids. All right, guys. There we go. Decisive victory. Let's take a look there. Yeah, we didn't lose. Well, we still lost 509. Damn. The enemy still pretty good. But to face the rest of the Khwarazmians, we're going to have a second army, I think. Yes, please do, Ezekiel. In fact, maybe the best place to put the link would be, because I don't think it's going to let you do it here in YouTube, but it'll let you put it on our Discord channel. And if you guys are not subscribed there, you definitely should be. We do so much over there, have so much fun. You know, we're right now doing like pretty much an anti-Stasi series within Arma 3, so there's just a lot of stuff to be done. But I'm going to sack this city. No, I'm going to loot and occupy the city, rather. It's going to upset the people inside, but we need the money. We need the money. We'll stay here one turn, and I'm going to use this to start building up our second army under Muhammad. So let's get... Ooh, we don't have any manpower to get cavalry. That's not good. It's not a question of money. It's a question of not having horses. Okay. Well, this will have to do for now. Looks like we also have another technology. We've gotten one down, and that's the windmill technology. But I want to start focusing on combat. And we are going to need strong castles to face the Mongols. And I'm going to go ahead and select that. Yeah, buddy. I'm not sure. That's a good question. From what I can see, yes. From what I can see, they're still updating it because it's just a great mod. What can I say? All right, let's see. We've got to upgrade Yildiz. We're not only upgrading Yildiz, though. Now we get to upgrade the Caliph's Chosen. And that is, of course, our army here. Well, I love this campaign movement range. Again, since we're facing the Mongols, we're kind of sort of playing a game of FTL as well. So let's go for replenishment and morale. The Caliph's Chosen will be known throughout the Empire. In fact, we can start building some stuff here. Now, this is just for irrigation, growth, and sanitation. Might as well. Yeah, might as well get it up in Balochistan. And we're definitely going for growth, not just income-wise, but also population-wise in Karaman. We now have 4 cities under our control. The Mongols are not yet being spotted, although I'm sure they're about to make it to the scene. What I might try to do here pretty soon is see if we can go for a peace deal with the Khorzamians. Maybe they're willing to accept a peace deal here, or maybe we just need to fight on to the very end. Kingdom of Sicily. This faction has been excommunicated by the Pope. All right, doesn't really matter to us, though. I am going to, however, save after that victory. I would like to wait another turn to get some additional units here. But I'm almost thinking that, like, we don't have the pleasure of waiting. We kind of need to move. Then again, let's start repairing Karaman. Why not? Some of these buildings we can convert. Some of them we can repair. I'm going to wait here just one more turn. And by that turn, we'll have this army out, or this army prepared anyway. Looks like we've got some new units, some Zupin Javelin men. Although what I really want are the Lancers, and sadly, we don't have enough Burgher manpower. So it's actually the class of people in this particular settlement that's the problem. Yeah, we'll wait 2 turns. Oh yeah.
Ask that you consider opening your markets to our traders, for that way profit flows to all.
Now the thing is, getting an alliance with the Abbasids would be huge, but I'm not going to push it. So I'm just going to thank them, move along, but I'm going to consider offering the Abbasids an alliance. And I don't think they'll accept, but we're still going to try. Okay, guys, some political gain. This man, hungry for power, has positioned himself to take office without your approval. He may be suited to the task, but can you afford to let his ambitions threaten your family? And the target is Ali. Ali is actually our faction heir. Yildiz is our current general and consequently our faction leader. But the thing is that Yildiz is not actually by blood a member of the Ghurid Sultanate. He's just a very well-known general. I'm not going to do anything right now, but of course we want to keep our eye on that. And next turn, we should be ready to attack. We'll hit Yazd. In fact, we could go for Shiraz, and this is a massive city, but we have already gone to peace with the Atebaget. So if we want to keep or remain at peace with them, we're not going to be able to attack. What I might try to do is move this army. Let's head down to Para, and perhaps there we can get some cavalry. It also needs a general anyway, because the people are not very happy with us. One more turn, guys. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Dave. And guys, Dave Zissou is not only our administrator, but he's one of our channel members. Again, I want to thank him, and our newest one, Anthony Jones. It's awesome to have you guys, you know, actually be a part of our channel. It's so cool. I've also gotten Dave into It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's neither here nor there, but I thought I should mention it. Thought it was an important thing to mention. I hope somebody else here is also a fan of that show. Here we go. All right, I'm going to save again. I'm definitely save scumming as much as possible here. I'm glad the Mongols have not yet shown up. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Did I just damn myself? Let me see. Oh, okay, I almost scared myself into believing that our army was a Mongol army. Nonetheless, they're going to be coming from here, obviously. I'm a little worried, but for now, let's just get into Para. And let's see if we can get some cavalry here. No, we can't. So we're going to have to invest. For sure, we're going to have to invest in an upgrade to Zaranj to increase the burgher population. We basically just don't have a lot of burghers in the city. Yeah, another one, exactly. Anthony Jones. And what was weird is YouTube didn't even send me a notification, which really annoyed me. But the cool thing is, like, when you become a member here, you get that cool little Agrippa emblem next to your name. So I saw that. I was like, oh, so Anthony must have joined. We're going to go to Yazd. And I think this is the largest city we've yet attacked. Unfortunately, we're burning down the Khwarazmian Empire to pretty much pay for our own empire. I think Herat to our north, yeah, that's a big city of theirs. But the Khwarazmians tend to just have a lot of smaller cities. Isfahan might be their largest, in fact. Let's go to Yazd. This will be still in our favor, maybe a little bit tougher. Here we go. Continue that siege. And let's head to our secondary army here. It's still going to take him a while to get back home. Fair enough. Iskender is one of our governors, so I'm going to give him the entrepreneur ability. This allows him to make a little bit more money from industrial buildings within the province. And Thinker here will eventually get us to bureaucrat, which lets us make even more money off tax income. We also can't forget that Kedemon, we need to really consider repairing these buildings because there is gold to be had here in Kedemon. This building, however, we're going to have to convert to one of our own. So let's end it there. Hopefully we get the gold mines up and running again. There is wonderful stuff to be found in the desert, of course. Make sure to hit that like button, folks. Please attack the like button, either in a jihad or a crusade immediately. We got 12 likes, 18 viewers. Something's not adding up. Now, the Khwarazmians are offering us peace, okay? I'm laughing at their offer of peace right now. I'm not accepting it. We're right on, like, we're about to take one of their cities. However, maybe I should have accepted peace because they actually have a reinforcing army. Oh my God. Oh my God, I should have accepted peace. I'm gonna retreat. We're gonna have to fight this battle. They have a massive army attacking us, guys. We'll be fighting out here in the desert. They have nearly 2,800 men to our 1,800. God help us, inshallah. Here we go. Let's fight on the battlefield. Oh, that too. So the great thing about joining the Discord, like I mentioned earlier, but Dave just mentioned, I think if anybody has joined, you know, you can become part of our Arma 3 resistance fight against the Germans and the Soviets. It's a lot of fun. All right, so we are defending against Muhammad's forces, also the champions of the true Caliph. This is going to be a tough battle, guys. I don't think we're necessarily going to win it, but I'm going to try to really damage the enemy so that our secondary army can make up for these losses. We have to rely a lot on footmen with these armies. Not a lot of cavalry to be had, unfortunately. The cavalry we do get, however, is extremely strong. We're also going to give the Caliph, or in this case, Yildiz, sorry, another chance at a battle speech. His first one was not very impressive. It was like, defeat the enemy, and, yeah, pretty much that. We're a great army, defeat the enemy. That's all he said. All right, here we go, my friends. Let's just back out and look at this. There's really no position. I mean, if we were up here, it would be a better position, but the enemy has the high ground. We are staying put, basically.
I count myself fortunate to stand here. To stand here with my warrior brothers. To stand here for our people. Enemy reinforcements have arrived. For if the gods will it, we shall break the enemy. Put them all to the sword.
Beautiful. If the gods will it. If the gods will it. What? Yeah, that's where there are still some things they need to work on in 1212 AD. He's got basically the speech of a polytheist. But that's okay. No big deal. We're going to let the first army get to us. Let's just take a look at what we're facing here. It's going to be pretty vicious. Yeah, they're waiting for those reinforcements to arrive, so I kind of prefer that. They're going to try to attack us all at once. In fact, we'll fast forward a bit. Yeah, they're going to attack us all at once, for sure. Love how you can see the heat waves in the desert there. There it is. There's their reinforcing force. Okay, here we go, folks. Wish us the best of luck. We're gonna need it, that's for sure. Grip is definitely one of us. Can run a Tillabin mod. I feel like is way more resource demanding. Yeah, like I have a pretty decent PC, and as Ezekiel just mentioned, I get that message where it's like graphics memory is, but it doesn't really ever affect my gameplay. Doesn't drop frames. So I'm not too concerned. But yeah, it is a demanding mod, of course. It's very it's a big mod. Okay, they're gonna actually attack. We should have done this better. I shouldn't have fast forwarded. That's okay though. What's done is done. And actually, we've got a pretty good attack against their cav. I want to try to pull away as soon as possible. And actually, we'll pause here, and we shall commence our attacks. The music is beautiful. You guys hear that? So they do have an Islamic song in the background here. Come on, Ghurid. No, we can't have that. Got to get him back. He's being attacked by missile units. We're going to bring our cav, try to get behind them here. We need to time this out perfectly. They're sending a second cav unit on us. Sorry, guys, I will get back into regular time, but I need to execute these attacks first. Here we go. Let's give him a war cry. Let's hope God blesses the Ghurids on this one, folks. So if we can get our damn cavalry in here right now for a charge, this would be a monumental win. Here we go. Just keeping them away with the swordsmen. Now let's have the swordsmen go against the cavalry. There's not actually any strategic benefit to that. I just want the cavalry to be occupied with the swordsmen. And now, look at that. Hey, guys. Maybe the Ghurids are really amazing. Let's see. Maybe we win this fight. I shouldn't start chanting now because we've still got another enemy army approaching. But let's get rid of this first one. Get him, boys. Horse archer versus horse archer? Why not? All right, nice. Yep, they're falling for the trap. They're bringing all their cav in here. Now we just need to shut them in. In fact, I could even use horse archers to do the task. Don't even need to use regular cavalry. Oh, AI is smart. Look at that, guys. AI is smart in Medieval Kingdoms 1212. They saw the flank attack coming and they broke away. That is interesting. Unfortunately for them, their bodyguard did not. Okay, but he's trying to now. Damn it. We almost got him. Try to get this cavalry away. Another issue is they have a tremendous amount of missile units. So they could kind of just basically play that game of running away, firing, etc. Hopefully we'll catch them, though. Let's see where the general is. Yilzid, move into the middle. Send some more after them. We're gonna throw everything at that general. No! Stay focused here so he doesn't switch orders. The enemy general is dead. One of the enemy generals is dead, guys, but I think now we have to reorder our army. to face the enemy's second force, or maybe we just keep it like this and kind of attack from all sides. Hello, Fat Cat. Oh, are you? Flight sims, eh? That's something we might look into eventually, I think. We've done some IL-2 on the channel, right? Just gonna charge with the cav here. I want to run down all of these missile units. Reform. These two swordsmen will come down from the hills, as a matter of fact. Look at that. Look at that. You can't run away from us forever. Now, this is a much larger army than ours, and I mean much larger. I think they have 2,800 men. We have 1,800 men. So we might start just attacking them here. Maybe we can get them kind of confused, focused over here, and then we hit them from the front. Go, men. In fact, if their missile units are stupid enough to get close, let's just get rid of that spear wall. Not the spear wall, sorry. Loose spacing. There we go. Charge. Now, this is really what's going to determine the battle, guys. Can we beat them here? If we can beat this group, then we have crushed the enemy army. It's an ambush. Uh-oh. Hopefully an ambush for them. I think it's an ambush for them, not for us. We're good, guys. We're good. Again, I'm getting the cavalry as far away as possible. And I love that the Ghurid tribesmen, I just realized it in this battle, but do you guys notice that, like, similar to a Roman unit, now they're not using a pilum, but in this case they use their bows. They fire a few shots with their bows, and then they attack with their swords. So really an interesting unit. I don't think it's not something you usually see in a European army. Stop them, boys. Definitely want to get the general out of here. Hello, Sir Hugh Fust Jartage. How you doing, man? Guys, I think we've got it. I think we win it. I think we win this one. And no, I am not a great general. I think this one just kind of fell in our favor. May have gotten a bit lucky there. Maybe I played it correctly, but we actually came out on top. I don't see them winning. The only thing they can do now is kind of keep their distance with their missile units, but I can probably just run them down. In fact, let's start doing that. We're going to use our horse archers to do this. Now, since this is an army that we faced in the middle of the actual desert, we can decide to do with them whatever we wish. But these guys I am going to take on, so that's why I'm going to try to capture as many as possible, or kill as many as possible, however you want to look at it, because I will add them to my forces. Since we are a Islamic faction, having fellow Muslims in our army is going to be a good thing. So we're going to make that happen. I'll try and show these guys some mercy. In fact, let's attack with the cavalry here. We can take quite a lot of prisoners. It's not going to look like prisoners on the battlefield, though, and I would say 80% of them, they'll just be killed. The rest will be taken prisoner. It's whoever is standing at the end of the battle. That's it, boys and girls. A victory. Thank you, Eric. We got it, boys and girls. Still going to run a few down, though. I did not expect to win that one. But it looks like the Girids won. No wonder the Khazarians wanted to have... I'm not saying that right. Khwarazmians wanted to have a peace treaty. Even with 2 of their armies, we managed to defeat them. We were once slaves, now we are caliphs. And I think we're doing pretty well. 5 cities under our control now, I believe. And the question now is, do we go for peace with these guys, or do we keep on pushing? And I think we have to keep on pushing, considering the Mongols are gonna try and pluck our eyeballs out any day now. Yeah, it's very satisfying, Fat Cat. Now, again, if anybody wants this mod, you need to have Attila Total War, and the mod's name is Medieval Kingdom 1212 AD. The great part about this mod is you can download everything off the Steam Workshop, which, if you're an old fogey like myself, makes things a lot easier. Than having to, like, you know, do all these different file downloads. I don't understand you kids these days. Makes no sense to me. Let me just put it that way. We'll take a nice little look over the battlefield before we exit. Look at that. And again, I'm just like, the silks that they get over here in the east are so much better.
Pressing the melee button locks the selected.
Let's see. Max says, is this channel just random war games? Kind of, I guess. I don't think so. I don't like to put it that way. We're a wargaming channel. We have a few series on the channel. A lot of the videos that we do, I mean, I guess I'll let my subscribers answer that question. I don't even know how to answer that. All right, guys, decisive victory. Let's end the battle there. Show no mercy to the Templar threat. No, we will show no mercy to Templars. Look at that, guys. 2,396 that we killed of the enemy. We lost 456 men. Considering we were supposed to lose this battle, I'd say that's pretty awesome. And I think we shall take them prisoner. We're not going to murder these guys. We'll kill their leader, though. 10%. All right, yeah. And Yazd is their last city here. We're definitely gonna have to save after that. Victory says auto inject. Yeah, man. Okay, the Mongols have arrived. Shit. This is when things are gonna get tough now. I was doing all good, and now things are gonna fall apart. Let's save. Guys, I can promise you one thing. We are not going to have lucky victories like that against the Mongols. That is not going to happen. We are getting back to Zaranj, though, our capital. And I am going to besiege Yazd. This is still going to be a tough fight, I'm not going to lie. And we've got a beaten up army. So I am going to... You know what? Especially now that the Mongols have attacked. What do you guys think? Do you guys think we should try and get to peace with the Khazarians and focus on the Mongols? Maybe even go to war with the weaker Saldurgid Atabagit? Or should we just keep attacking and just go for broke? What do you guys think? Go for broke or pull back? Yeah, and I think we do. I mean, we do things besides just war games, but our focus is probably mostly war games, I would say. Which, you remind me, it's time to change the channel profile banner, don't you guys think? It's been around for too long. We've got Napoleonic images there. We've got to get a new, like, fancy schmancy banner with some more modern stuff, because I think we mostly do modern games. if I'm not mistaken. All right, you guys got a decision yet? I'm ending the turn. It's up to you guys. Pull back, says Eric. Avoid Mongols. Both Erics. Yeah, so I'm thinking I might offer them a peace treaty here. I might. And just focus on the Mongols. Avoiding the Mongols, I don't know if we can even avoid them. Okay, the man is a blasphemer and an infidel. A fatwa has been issued calling for his death. Hussam. All right, well, that mission ended, but evidently there was a character we could have attacked with an assassin here. Now, as for the city of Yazd, again, typically I wouldn't fight this battle, but considering that it's very even, we might have to. I'm going to continue the siege, and I am going to offer them a peace treaty. Restoring the Persian Empire, by the way, is like our main goal. It would be extremely hard to do, but that would be a huge win. All right. Then again, that's their last city. No, they've still, well, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's their last city. I'm just gonna attack. I'm just gonna attack. We could use another city. Here we go. Why not? It's for you guys. I only do this for you guys. One more battle. Just one. Let's just hope we've got enough forces to secure victory here, even if it means dismounting some cavalry to scale the walls. I also kind of worry that Yildiz is gaining too much power, but what difference does it make? If he ends up being the faction leader and he's got a faction heir, the only problem I can see is that if he ends up having a child very late, and then we of course have a caliph that's a child, I think that could be a problem. But I don't care if it's a general. I mean, after all, we are a faction derived from slaves, so who cares? If he gains a lot of power, he's going to gain a ton of power from all these victories. Again, another beautiful city. Although, as you can see, for the actual units that are going to be scaling the walls, there's not a lot there. You can't rely on them. Okay, let's get the archers to just start firing. What do you guys think? Can we secure another victory? Not so sure. Agrippa pull back? LOL. Exactly. Maximilian Schonhausen! The Mamluks were the only ones to defeat the Mongols on the field, seeing as they were basically the same type of troop based on nomad horsemen. You're going to need more horses. Yeah, see, and to get more horses, we need to grow our burghers, our burgher population. That's what I also love about this particular mod. There's a class system. So, like, you've got your peasants, you've got your burghers, I think you've got your nobles, and you need to have, like, all these classes for your civilization to work. All right, well, thanks, man. Okay, let's keep pushing forward. I mean, we're still going to do War on the Sea for sure, for anyone else wondering. We're just waiting for updates. They haven't updated the game with, like, new missions or anything like that. So we're kind of waiting on that. That's the reason I haven't done War on the Sea, not because I dislike the game or anything. All right. That was kind of disconcerting to me. I don't know anybody who viewed that. That was a little, I mean, okay, what do I say to that, you know? If you understood the amount of work, 8 years of how much work I put into this channel, how much of my time I put into this channel, it's just kind of disappointing that people can dismiss you outright like that. Like, oh, well, you haven't uploaded a game that I liked. I haven't mentioned anything about it in any of your comments, by the way, but I'm gonna leave your channel because you haven't uploaded a game that I like. Okay. All right, dude. In fact, I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better. You know what? Is Dave here? Let's see if Dave's on. Wait, Fat Cat's here. Fat Cat, you're a moderator, aren't you? You see Mac Bouncer? Ban him from the channel. I'm gonna help him out so he can avoid this channel for the future. I don't want this guy having any issues, so we're gonna just ban him. He's actually the first person we've ever banned from the channel. So ban him from the channel. Don't come back. All right, boys, let's get back to the fighting. You know, sometimes I can't just be a nice guy. What can I say? I can't be a nice guy every day. Get rid of him. Take him outside with the garbage. Focus on our damn siege. Taking up too much of my headspace here. All right, we've got that second group. You want to make sure you don't ban the wrong person because we got a lot of good people here. Thank you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks, Fat Cat. You did it! Yeah, Fat Cat cut off his first head, guys. He executed his first infidel. Well done, man. Good job, Fat Cat. It was the right thing to do, believe me. It was the right thing to do. Just, I don't know what to do with that. Like I said, you know, would you go to somebody's art exhibit, right? And, like, pay money to go in there and see, or just go in for free and then, like, intentionally, like, say, hey, I don't like your art and that's why I'm leaving. Well, I mean, okay, but don't expect me to be kind to you. Like, I'm gonna respond in kind. I don't like your presence. If we could only get one more ladder up here down the middle. Oh, maybe we do have one more ladder down the middle. Yeah, it's going to be really tough to win this one, because even if we break them here, we still have to get to the center of the city with a weakened army. But I'm going to try to rush up the walls on this side. Let's get there. Let's grab our general. I might just move him in for a quick boost. Oh, yes. I would say no. I'd say like 99%. I feel alive, he says. Good, man. Well done. Thank you, Sir Hugh. I hope people see what I did there. Like, that was kind of half in jest, but, like, look, occasionally I gotta let off some steam. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys understand. I gotta let off some steam now and then. Like, 99% of you guys are the coolest people I've met. She got so much to offer just in terms of, like, even what you can tell me about history and stuff. The support you guys give is you know, out of the world, off the charts, really. Occasionally we get an asshole. What can I say, guys? It's like anywhere you go. Occasionally you're gonna get kind of a rude person, and I've decided, you know, since I've been with this channel 8 years, before I would have been like, oh, I'm really sorry, man. I'll try to do some more on the sea. I just decided, like, now I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, you don't like it here? Get the fuck out. Get your shit and fucking get out. Pack your stuff. Pack your stuff, get out. Like, it's just, I feel like a parent whose child is, like, just, like, spat on food that they've made for them, you know? It's that kind of feeling. All right, we're gonna have to get these horse archers off, and we're gonna have to run up them walls. We're gonna dismount. We're actually doing pretty well. But they've got fresh sword units here. Let's just try and kill that one sword unit and then try and flank over here. All right. We'll do the same with our archers, or excuse me, our horsemen here. Dismount. And basically, we're just gonna throw them at the walls.
The men are broken and are fleeing. Advance its speed.
Yeah, I think the enemy might just outnumber us here. We'll still see if we can make it happen, but it's looking rough. Because even our spearmen are breaking now. What we could do at this point is fall back with the rest of our army. We don't have to waste everybody, or we could keep attacking. I'm kind of still thinking that we could win this battle. I don't even know if he was being rude. Like, I was kind of being, like, this is the thing. I think he was being condescending. That's what I think he was being, and that's what I didn't like about it. Mac is short-sighted. Thank you, Eric. And look, here's the thing. I have not seen a single post from him, not one, saying, can you please put more War on the Sea up? Or I haven't even seen posts of his on my War on the Sea videos. So I'm sorry, guys. I can entertain you, I think, but I'm not a wizard. I can't guess things. I'm not a diviner. I wish I was. I'd probably make a lot more money. But, yeah, if you guys want something, you gotta tell me. I've told this to a few ex-girlfriends, consequently, and they did the same thing. You know what? He's acting like an ex-girlfriend. He's like, I wasn't happy that you didn't do this. Well, you never told me that you wanted me to do it. Come on now. Should just change the channel's name to The Diviner. The Diviner. I'll guess what game you want to watch. All right, we did. Looks like we're about to take down the gates, but again, I don't think we have enough men to push through to the center. Maybe we do. This is insane. The Ghurids are, like, by far one of the toughest factions I've played as now. They are tough, man. I guess if you're the first line of defense against the Mongols, you kind of have to be pretty vicious. See, still a few breaking, though. As a last resort, I'm going to have to send the faction leader here. Do a little war cry action. Yeah, baby. If I wanted to really risk it, I could even send in the faction leader. But we've got these spearmen, the Afghan spearmen. Let's see if they can make a difference. Unfortunately, a lot of our men are running. This army was bloodied in the last fight, for sure. And they've got some very heavy cavalry. Look at those cav units. Extremely, extremely armored cavalry units. Then again, I say this after every loss in a Total War game. If we lose, I don't feel awful because it just means we have more money for our other army. But I'd like to win this fight. So let's see if the spearmen can get it. Come on. No, I'm just gonna put the general here. I won't send him into the city, but that's as far as I'll go. I hope this helps. Yeah, the spearmen should be able to take on the Askari. That's what they're called, the Askari. It sounds like something from Warhammer. Yeah, I think they've got us on this one. I just don't see it favoring us numbers-wise, but who knows? Yeah, we're gonna have to back up. Let's back up. Enemy forces are fleeing too. Enemy cavalry is fleeing. Keep pushing, boys. Keep pushing. Look at that. We're gonna be able to catch this spearman unit right here on top of the gate. That should be able, or that should be an easy kill. We'll see. I'm not giving up. I'm just gonna fight it to the very end. We've wasted enough men. We might as well. In fact, I'll even send in the archers as a melee unit. because right now numbers definitely make a difference. There we go. Broke the spearmen. Now our focus will be on their swordsmen. It's such a close battle. Like, such a close battle. We still haven't taken the gate, though. Okay. Swordsmen are down. Like I said, even the missile units are going to be melee units for this battle. I'm going to stay right there at the gate. Let me pause here for a sec. Askeri means warrior or soldier in Turkic. Oh, a number of related languages. Also picked in Arabic. Nice. Kind of hope we're going to get an Austrian focus tree, but an Italian one is a must-have. What if Mac is my ex? That would be so bizarre. If I don't think women do that as much as men do. Like, you go and, like, spy on your ex's Facebook, or, like, you know, look at your ex's Facebook. I kind of hope they don't. Maybe focus on the Middle East. Oh, nice. I was here for chess and checkers only, says Ezekiel. He's been greatly disappointed. Ezekiel has had every single one of the videos as a disappointment for him. He's an awesome sub. You're awesome, Ezekiel. Thanks, man. Sir Hugh says, ungrateful viewers are like ex-girlfriends. They try to change you. Then when they have, they don't want you anymore. You're so right. You're so right. See, because that's the thing. Like, had I actually started uploading stuff, like, if he had written, like, and he never did, but if he had written, like, could you upload some War on the Sea stuff? Had I gone out of my way to please him, just like an ex-girlfriend, he would have been turned off by that. He would have been like, oh, this guy put up a War on the Sea video right after I mentioned it. Well, you know, how many subs does he have? You know what I mean? There's always a reason, man. We go full melee, baby. Oh, wait, we have to stay here a little bit until we take the area. Yes. Oh my gosh. We have to look at this freaking carnage. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness, man. There's just a mountain of bodies leading down from the edge of the actual fortification all the way down. Amazing. And we're not even facing the Mongols yet, folks. This is just nuts. You gotta love this mod. It's too good. It's just too good. Really? They're coming back for more? Okay. Still not sure if we can get a victory, guys, but we're going to try for one. I'm moving the entire army here, away from the towers, but also closer to the center of the town here. Oh, we still got to fight off some more of them. My goodness. Some Rayats. These are just standard javelin units. But at this point, they could pose a serious threat. I'm going to switch them back to bows here. Oh, that was nice. We end up taking the city. This would certainly be a Pyrrhic victory, because even if we take this city, just imagine, you know, holding it is going to be a whole nother story. We're going to have to rebuild this army from the bottom up. Don't surrender, men. I will send in the faction leader at this point. I'm that dedicated, guys.
The enemy are losing ground.
I've got to win this one. Here we go. For the mighty Ghurid Sultanate. Looks like they even closed this area off. Look at that. Yeah, they put some barricades up over here. Let's see if they also put some up over here. Looks okay. Looks like we can get through. Let's get a visual here of our army marching through the city. Or Raging through the city, more like. Yes. All right, wish us luck, folks. We're putting it all on the line here because I am going to send the faction leader ahead. He's going to have to make contact first. I think if these guys make contact first, they'll break instantly. And, they might take the damn gate back. It's not really that big of a deal as long as we grab the center, but if they have, like, a lot of units here, we're in trouble. All right, hold here with our faction leader. Hold here with the cavalry. Right now, we're just going to try to pepper them with arrows. Where? I don't like that. I don't like them enemies rallying them units. Come on there. Alright, we're gonna have to send the spearmen in. They could break instantly. In fact, I'm expecting them to, but it's our only choice. And to take this city, man, I mean, it's beautiful. We're not going to be able to burn it down. I don't even think we have enough people to sack the city. Although technically you could probably sack the city even just with one group of soldiers. One small detachment of soldiers even. One second, guys. Gotta turn this off. But, he's stuck around. I'm glad you've stuck around, but, I hope you liked it so far, my friend. Enough red to paint a rural Swedish village, yes. Remember to like the stream. I've heard that the first 100 people to like it will be spared of... I don't know what that is. Oh, Rizzy the Cat's Wrath. With that, that other sort of, thing you put there, I didn't know what it was. Okay. Got 20 likes. I do appreciate it, guys. That's why I like to do the voting system for these streams, because it tends to pan out, or, you know, like when you guys vote on something you want to see streamed, we do end up having, you know, a decent viewership for the most part. So, you know, I think we'll just keep doing it that way. Just keep putting up the stream votes. Although I do feel bad for second place a lot of the time. So do you guys think I should do like stream first place and then second place? Or keep doing what I'm doing and just stream first place and do an entirely new poll for the next stream? What do you guys think? Because again, I do feel bad for second place. I know that like maybe we should stream some of those second place winners. All right, we're going to send in the general now. I will use that war cry ability, of course. We've got to put him on the line. I would attack from behind, but they've got barricades here. That's not going to happen. Got Quavad. Yeah, this enemy general has some really nice armor. Like, seeing mostly, you know, like Hollywood films and not seeing, I guess, like Muslim armies represented so well, you certainly see with this mod that these eastern provinces, like I said before, that were connected to the Silk Road, their armor looks better, their clothing looks better, like everything is of higher quality at this particular period. And you can tell in this mod, they just really show that. Wow, guys, we actually won. I think my rage at the shitty comment is what got me this victory. I'm absolutely serious. I was just determined. I'm like, I can't lose this battle. I cannot lose this battle. Like, I have to save face. I have to save face and win this fight. There we go. 1,012 losses on the enemy side. They nearly lost their entire army. But look at that. We lost 1,136. We had more losses than the enemy did. So here we go. Kneel before us. It's a Pyrrhic victory for sure. And we will just occupy. That's it. They're not destroyed yet. It looks like Istafan, they still have a city here. In fact, they might still have a few cities, but I'm definitely going to save there. I think that's an awesome awesome playthrough so far. We've done a lot better than I expected we would. And again, we will put this back up on the stream list, to stream list, etc. Let's see. I have a theory that is probably obvious. What if no one was buried at places called Tomb of the Unknown Souls? Oh, no. Auto inject. Love it when someone can channel rage into victory. Indeed. I want to thank everybody for stopping by, except for Mac. Fuck you, Mac. You're an asshole. And for the rest of you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. We will put this back up on the to stream list, so we'll have like a part 2 of the Ghurid Sultanate if you want to play. Who said rage is not productive? Exactly, Sir Hugh. Exactly. And I've been told I have to work on my stress, and part of that stress is like just saying what you feel, for God's sake. Like, when somebody does that, you gotta speak up, I think. At least I do. It's not true for everybody. Fat cat. Our moderator said it must be true. After all, he did get his first kill today. Congratulations to Fat Cat again. And again, I do want to give a very special thank you to our channel members. For those of you wondering who our channel members are, they'll have a little Agrippa emblem next to their name. Those people monetarily finance this channel, and frankly, if they weren't around, I don't even think I could afford to keep doing this. I probably can't afford to keep doing this anyway, but I can't help myself. I love playing this game, and I love playing these games, and I love entertaining you guys. Thankfully, it's not just this game. Mac would like that if it was just War on the Sea non-stop, but, you know, he probably would only stick around an extra week anyway. Take care, my friends. Thank you for sticking around for the rageism, and I love you all. Except for you, Mac. Except for you.